Chris Michener was an incredible record keeper, really making sure the records from Renfrew County were kept so that we could have a clear idea of everything that's been seen in Renfrew County, no matter what it is, from a fern to lichen, fungi, you name it. He wanted to know what everything was. It was his desire to have to have a record of all life in Renfrew County. So, hence the biotabase, the database, and also as a way of encouraging citizen science, because with all the cutbacks that go on lately because of the restraints, financial restraints. It's hard to have a lot of studies being done that were previously government funded, and so just the impact of citizen science, and that requires awareness of what species are. So to have an opportunity where you can actually record what you see, it makes one a little more discerning about what you see, so that you can enter it accurately. So a lot of times, it's the value of your observations. What is the value of your observations? Because otherwise it doesn't matter if it's a lesser yellow legs or a greater yellow legs, but it does matter. So having a place for the entry of all of that data would be an opportunity for people to become more discerning about what they're seeing, and more educated, more informed. So, and the citizen science is something that is really becoming fairly big, and the emphasis on biodiversity as well. That direction. So that's really important to be able to see what shows up in particular habitats, and what are the connections between all of those things, and how the land is stewarded as well. So to be able to sustain and support that biodiversity. So that's a big part of what the project is, and it takes a while to get that kind of thing going, but I think it's catching on, and I think this is just the beginning, because there's so much data, and if we can just be putting it in and keeping in touch with it, that's really important. Chris was a huge record keeper for our club as well, and just with the global warming, basic earth changes, in terms of butterflies, the Delaware skipper, that is now moving up into Ontario, and the giant swallowtail that we had this summer, the first up here in Renfrew County. So you track those things, and how do you know it's a first if you don't have records, So it's very important. Awareness. It's really, the whole thing is about awareness, and what we're aware of, and what we tend to value, and what we value we tend to take care of. So I think that's the objective, and that's the process.